Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM on our ongoing saga. Okay, a couple of things. First of all, I have been talking about science, and actually what I'm going to do is I am going to remove that from the science queue. Not so much those items, but these ones here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that one needs military. We've done this one that has military. Military, yeah. Obviously, I'm dreaming. We don't have military. We have some other fancy term for it in this package, but you know what I mean. It needs the grey science. I wasn't exactly expecting that. I don't think I have the grey science built out en masse, but 12k is all that we potentially need. So maybe that's not such a big thing. I can probably create a box in the old area and make 12k and just bring it up. And then it's 12k, 12k, 24, and 14 just to be different. So 48k of most of the sciences and 14 of all the sciences, and then we can finish off this one and then move on to the final SpaceX science, and somehow squeeze this one in the meantime. I'm not going to build a special area for that science though. The ablative weapons testing kit, I'm not going to build a special area for that at high capacity when we only need 12k. Anyway, where I was going with that is if we have a look at the blue circuits, which have been running quite well now for a little while. In fact, it's going to get a train soon and deliver it somewhere. My problem is that this only makes 407 per minute. We need to, as a minimum, double that to have any chance of coping with the demand that yellow science running at full bore will have by itself, not counting where else we might need these modules. So these circuits. So what I want to do is, if you notice, we have a priority 50 here, 50 for the more advanced circuit. This one here is actually modules. I might change the name, but in addition to changing the name, I'm going to give it a higher priority. I'm going to make it like priority 40, because if I need to double that area, my best chance is if I have moduled it to the max. So we need maximum production modules, and they're just not happening at the moment due to a lack of product. What are they called? The advanced circuits, the blue circuits. So let's come down here. Where are we? Or we may almost have come too far. The old factory that doesn't do that much anymore still does something. And here we are at the advanced circuits. Okay, so essentially we need to do this, and then we are going to put in place something like that one, I guess. That's a bit of a mess though. So what do we have at the moment? Divided by, we have this here, processing units minus 20k, divided by 16k, so there's like a 4k buffer. Let's go, if blue circuits is less than 4,000, set a, oh, That's a very good question. We already have P used, so I guess we're up to Q. Set a Q, and yeah, that does that. This one will be trains on the way less than Q. Then order our processing units and give it a priority of 40, which I think is the same as... Oh, and get it off the direct circuit. We don't need direct circuit ordering it anymore. So now, if I come in here, there you go, P40. Let's fix this as well. It's kind of ridiculous that it has a really stupid name. That one's a decent name, so if I go... It's now called Modules 1. And now we know what it is. So modules is the basic ones. Module 1 is this one. The more advanced ones. Fabulous. And are you 40 as well? I think you're 40. Yes. So that's perfect. Now, what's my strat for... Well, I think I'm going to steal most of those. Oh, I've already got 30. That's interesting. Well, I'm still going to steal most of those. My strategy for... And you can go away for now. My strategy for sorting out the process... What? Go away. My strategy for sorting out the processing units is to beef them up with... Oh, that was close. Beef them up with these maximum productivity units. 11 is probably not going to help that much, but I'll take them all anyway. Beef them up with the maximum productivity and then speed them up with the maximum speed modules until we're getting like 800, 900. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to yellow science and I'm going to see how many we actually need. I'm going to try and work that out per minute for yellow science to carry on. Maybe we can't do everything including yellow science and a module build at the same time. It would make sense, you know, it's quite a lot. Quite a lot to ask of the system. We probably can't maximize this at the same time either. Okay, so I believe they come in here, right? Yeah, they come into there. So... That one says it needs 342 per minute and it will make 114, but it's kind of lying. Oops. It's kind of lying because a lot of these things are affecting it, and I probably want to do some other things as well. Oh, what have I run into? There's always something when I'm not looking. Okay. If we do that, for example, 342 processing units is making 114 of those. But we need 127 of those, apparently, for 438 yellows. And that is enough yellows. Does that make any kind of sense to me? Let's have a look at this formula. You make 2 from each of those. It'd be 228 times 1.72. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? 128 would be 200 and... okay, do you have a calculator? No, you don't actually have a calculator. But you do. So we can see that it's not producing enough, because it needs to be 127. But what is the basic math? Is 127 times 2 times 1.72. Oh yeah, so that does make sense. That's how it works. So we have to get it to 127. Why are you not doing 127? And can you take productivity? Of course you can't. Of course you can't. Right. That is telling me nothing. I need to know the full picture. 135, and we're using 127, so that should be fast enough now. That needs 405, which actually is very similar to the amount we're producing. So that's a good thing. I think all I need to do then is probably maximize their productivity, because they're so damned expensive and hard to keep going. And I don't actually need to speed them up a whole lot. Because we're actually already producing 407. But I would like to have better productivity. And I would like to attend to a couple of other things here. If you notice, so this and this are exactly the same. This one manages to get material all the way along the line. This one does not. Please explain. I'm damned if I can explain. But I think I should do something to try and get the products out of that a bit faster. That one seems to manage. This one doesn't quite. Maybe I rearrange where this guy sits. Should be easy enough to do. And put like another inserter perhaps. So we need to go back to blue then. Processing units, sorry. Processing units. We may still get to ethanol, which I know I've effectively mentioned. Looks like we need more ethanol, and then completely ignored henceforth. But we are getting closer to potentially doing something about it. Oh, wow. Now I'm not actually seeing the colour here that we probably need, so I don't know how helpful this is being. I think we need orange. Oh, there's an orange one. I think we need orange to progress our protection field, which is why I was doing that. This one here probably will end up needing to have maximum productivity in it as well. And I may need to insert coils so that these things can unload without undue delays while it waits for unloading of material. Yeah, so what are we doing? Ooh, 3.3. Waiting at... Ooh. Where did you deliver? Nice. You must have delivered to advanced modules. And they are actually doing something. 5 of these already. Forget exactly what number that was on, but this is good to see. Huh. And having said that, now it's stopped. Well, they take a while to build. And we're certainly going to give them a while. So you, crafting speed 1.6. Okay. Oops. That's all I can do for the moment. Has that made... Let's just have a quick look. Has that made any real difference? I suspect not really. 414? Huh? Something. It is something. Do I... Well, I think I just let this run now. I think I just let that run. Let me check down here. Are you still completely stuck? No, you've got tons of ethanol. Why do you... Oh, that's resin. Oh, that's what the problem is. Okay. We do need to come down there. Maybe I should have grabbed the train. That actually is quite a long way now. Never mind. We'll check in a minute or two just how bad resin is and whether we actually have an ethanol issue or not. How's this? Urea. Carbon monoxide. No, that's the urea. This must be the carbon. Why do we actually need to ship carbon monoxide in and you have very little of it? That seems to be part of the problem. Maybe I need to build carbon monoxide here. We may well do that soon. Now, where am I going? Where am I going? Through to the other side of this one. Right. So that would help. Now ethanol is completely gone. It didn't take me much to do that. Okay, it does appear that we need more ethanol. Maybe I should fill in a square like this one and build some fruits. Because I think ethanol is largely at this point just a when we have kind of spare, we well, I mean, it's to stop processes stopping. We just have a way of bleeding it off, really. That wasn't especially useful. I guess I'm just delaying starting doing ethanol because it just I wasn't expecting to have to do it, and it's not that sexy. Maybe it is sexy at a different point in the game, but it doesn't seem that sexy right now. Alright. What I want to see is if I come up here The hell am I getting filled up with? Alright. Oh, action. That's what I wanted to see. Unfortunately, it sort of looks a little bit like it's dried up. Lacking orange. You need 5 at a time. That seems to be a big problem. And you actually have 2, so we're now 2% through. Wonderful. Wonderful. Orange. Do you have any orange? No. Okay, never mind. So, if we're to make fruits... Looks like there's 3 options. Zello squash produces 12. That's 16. That's 10. So mush ratato is sort of the best. What do we use the stupid cellulose fiber for? I don't know, but maybe Zello squash is a good option as well. Because it has less extras. Is this Zello squash? Yeah, your Zello squash. Why have you completely stopped? You don't have enough seed. Don't really understand how we got to that point. You don't have any fertilizer. I understand that one. Because what? You're turning fermentation paste into ethanol so that you can make this stuff. Fertilizer, but because you have no urea, the whole process has fallen down. And you've got no urea because over here we have a crappy process relying on bringing in carbon monoxide. So what we really need to know is how to make carbon monoxide. Dioxide, monoxide. Synthesis gas, that's not really an option. Carbon and purified water. Okay. Don't like that one. Interesting. Interesting. We're not using much chrome at the moment, I should imagine. How about we go to something easy? Carbon and purified water. Okay. Carbon and purified water. We don't order carbon at the moment, do we? No, but we're about to. Carbon. Carbon is less than, that's correct, 16,000, say. PQR, I'm gonna guess. We up to R. PQR. Now, let's get some wiring. We get an R. We have an R. Trains on the way is less than R. Then order the carbon train. There it is. Nice, it's on its way. One of them is. Then we will... What do we do exactly? We mix carbon and purified water in a... fastest is actually the liquefier 4. Do I have a liquefier 4 in here? A chem 4. Liquefier 3. I make a liquefier 4. Does it matter enough to worry about it? The answer is no. We'll just use a chem plant 4 or 2. You are going to be making carbon monoxide. We need purified water. Purified water. Am I throwing away purified water anywhere around here? Probably doing it. What's this getting thrown away from here? What are you? You're purified water. I don't know if I should steal purified water, really. It feels dirty, especially from the make everything. On the other hand, can I be bothered putting one of these in just to get some... Yes, of course I can. What are you? Hydro 3. You need one of them. And we need one of them. And then we have our very own supply of purified water. Now, carbon. Oh, that's all we have in there right now. Boards. What do we need boards for? What? Yo, what? Why are we ordering such things? We're not. Okay. Now you guys can be carbon. I must have copied that from somewhere else and run out of time or something to do something sensible with it. Okay. One of them. What I'm going to do is this will be a special valve. What's that one? Top up. We'll only use this source to top up. So if this is getting rid of product from somewhere else, all power to it. Otherwise, we'll use this new one that we've just created. Fluid ingredient shortage. Yep. How's that going? Definitely slightly better. Not hugely better though. What do you take? Speed modules. I don't really want to waste these on this guy. Because I could easily just whack another one of these in here if I really wanted to. It's better than what we had though, so... $200 urea every... Are you seriously a minute? Well, no wonder it takes forever. Oh. This should really be a one-way valve, because I don't really want to fill this up. I want it all to come over here. But I suppose it is doing. Do we need it anywhere else? No, perhaps not. Okay, whatever. After all that time, where does that leave us? I think it leaves us needing more ethanol. And needing to pick up new... Don't worry about that too much. Yeah, the ethanol is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Everything else is fine. Okay. I don't have very much landfill at the moment. In fact, that's it from the landfill. So I guess we'll head back to the make everything, increase the amount of landfill we're carrying just for now. Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's get that up to like 8,000 maybe. $494. Wow. You're actually almost full. Slightly problematic. Alright, never mind. I should probably be doing more expansions then, just to use up some landfill. Is this going to be enough for this area? You need about 14,000, I think, for one of these city blocks. Yeah, it's not enough. I'm not going to want 8,000 more, though. Let me kind of halve that. 4,000, say. Get enough to finish the place. Throw our alien artifacts into the mix. Maybe see if modules have kicked on very much. The slowdown from the modules we were using to the ones that we're now using is exactly the same, so that in itself is not something to worry about. That might get us one more, who knows. There's our 4,000. I might just take a quick squiz. That's still 2%. We're waiting on these ones. They're waiting on the blue ones. Blue is waiting on another orange. Don't we have an orange coming? No, apparently. Okay. That didn't really help that much. What do you use? You use module 3s. We've done 3 of 4. This would actually complete our thrusters, which would be nice. Because what we can do then is actually because we're done with these guys now. Oh. You know what? The easy way is just to do that. Oh, no, 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 no. I should have thought of that more. Now I've gone from a kind of tidy inventory to I've got to work out what it is that was in there that's throwing all this crap at me. But I really, really, really don't want. Advanced processing units and low density structures. Do I have any low density structures? I actually don't appear to, so maybe I got away with that one. Let's grab my train. Just because it's a long enough walk. I don't really want to have to do it. And we don't really do enough of these to be concerned about needing to hand deliver them. We might have to be more concerned when it comes to all the space science we will eventually need, but for these particular things, it's not really a concern. Come on, guy. Get up there. Oh, there is one other thing that I might want to do as well. Let's just pause you. Let's open that up again, and according to you, it's auto launch with cargo, so this should be enough to launch. Beautiful. So that's 3 of the final products. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the big one 7 to go. We should have the cool situation where some trains start turning up pretty shortly to restock. Should happen pretty soon. Might just wait for it for a moment. Stop turning me into a liar. Game. Here we go. I think. Coming in here. Here we go. One thing. There should be more than that. Yep. There's another thing. And another. And another. Probably another one. There you go. Beautiful. Anyway, I can't really delay much longer. Yes, there was something else I wanted to do, or at least look at. I'm going to get my train to send me down to this new area that I'm just filling out. And while it's heading off, I want to look at... I want to have a look at these things. Solder coil, that's actually okay, so maybe it's alright. I was thinking I might need another train, because we were struggling to provide everywhere that we needed it in a timely manner, so yeah. Needed a new train. Alright. I think the idea here is we finish this off. Do I have any of those explosives? Thought I took them with me all the time. Maybe I... Oh, yeah. There we go. Who needs cliffs? Oh, and there's a collection of things down here. Oh, and some worms. That should fix that issue. I really don't know how successful I can be at avoiding the need to actually artificially manufacture these artifacts. I'd have to do some major killing of the worms. Oh. For that to allow me to ignore it. But you know what, guys? I think it is slightly short an episode, but we've got an area ready for next episode. Add tag. This can be ethanol from fruit. There you go. So I know where it's going. Let's just run back and dump dump these artifacts, see if we get any further with the protection field. And then I'm going to call it, and we'll get on with fruits in the very next episode. Oh, and before we go there though, I want to change this back to 2000. That's plenty. Is that enough? Yes, it was. But not enough to get through to here. Yes, orange again. Okay. Have a quick look at modules. 32. You're still sort of going. You're not actually out of anything. You're just not getting things very fast. Well, not much I can do about hurrying that up. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this sort of abbreviated episode where I made every excuse in the book not to start on the ethanol. And we'll do the ethanol in the next episode. Cheers for now. Bye.